Season 2 of The Charge is here, and we're getting ready to celebrate 100 years of ASU-Beebe coming up this coming spring. We've got a lot of cool things happening here on The Charge in 2027, but it is still currently 2026, and we've got our probably, I would say, our new face of ASU-Beebe, Skylar Acebedo, a animal science major, Student Government Association vice president. I would tell you guys all the other majors she's been a part of, but that list would take far too long. But we figured the vice president needs to kick off the season 2 here of The Charge. So Skylar, you're in the first episode here of the new academic school year. You excited about it?
Yeah.
Did you just get nervous all of a sudden?
Yeah, I did.
No, it's all,
It's a odd bit.
no, it's all good. Skylar's actively involved here at ASU-Beebe, and just, I mean, you see her, and I liken her to what, like, kind of what, I mean, and I mean this in the most like respectful way possible. Like we had an incredible crop of students last year between Gus, Lauren, Michaela, I mean, Lord, you name it. And you were just as much a part of that group, but now you're kind of having to fill in those shoes of what those guys left. So what does Skylar want to bring to the table for this academic school year?
Skylar wants to make sure that all the students know that there is always like a safe place for them, and that if they bring up a problem or an idea, that it will be heard.
I love it. I love it. So we're going to dive into a lot of different things here with Skylar, talk a little bit about how Skylar ended up here at ASU-Beebe and kind of everything about that. Preview days coming up, and that's one thing you're going to be heavily involved in, working here with our admissions office. But let's just get this thing rolling. How did you first hear about it? Well, before that, where was Skylar in high school? What was Skylar like in grade school heading up into college?
So Skylar did theater classes. All throughout high school. I probably took, I think, 2, maybe 3 a year. I was not part of our student council. I was very much a get my college diploma and high school diploma and get out.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to high school at North Little Rock.
North Little Rock, okay.
And I lived in North Little Rock. Now I live in East End. So kind of made a little bit of a switch there as well. I also, my senior year, I had a full schedule, but I was never there. I showed dogs.
Okay.
And I still show dogs. Fine. But I was never in school when I should have been.
When you say show dogs, you're talking about like kind of like how they do in like the
Westminster. Like Westminster Dog Show, yeah.
Have you ever got to do Westminster?
No, So I didn't get to go to Westminster. I was planning to my junior year, and I never did.
Yeah.
But I did go to the National Dog Show in Orlando.
Cool. That is neat. I didn't mean to cut you off though.
You're good.
I'm learning just like everybody else is about the showing the dogs and everything. But that's cool. North Little Rock Theater. What was your favorite theater show that you did? I'm a small theater kid too.
The favorite one I did was Frozen Broadway.
You did Frozen?
Yeah. So there was a lottery that went out, and our school won the lottery. Our director had to write multiple essays to apply to be in this lottery, and then we got it. And so we had the rights to the official Broadway show of Frozen.
Wow. That is crazy. So you definitely had some fun in high school.
Oh, I did.
And showing the dogs and doing Frozen and everything. So when it kind of came to start looking at ASU-Beebe or looking at your post-high school career, why ASU-Beebe? Like where when you first saw like, oh, this little 2-year community college in Beebe, like what stuck out about ASU-Beebe versus anywhere else?
So how it all started was I met Ryan Gibbons at Thespian Fest, and he said, "You're gonna come to my school." And I went, "There's no way. I don't think so." And then I've known Reagan Haley in our admissions department for I think 7 years now. And she was like, "You should come to my school." Which being at dog shows, she currently was like, "Here, have this preview day thing," or "Here, have this event that's coming up." And I'm like, okay, I guess. I will be honest, ASU-Beebe was the last college I applied to. I didn't think I was gonna come here, but I was like, you know what? It can't hurt anything to apply.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I applied, and then I kind of looked at all of the things going on campus, and I went, oh, this is going to be fun. That's kind of how I ended up here.
Was Ryan and Reagan your first, your first experience, or your first, like the first time you've heard of ASU-Beebe, like that was your first inkling of it? I mean, what was it about? Like when you said you saw like the list of everything, was it just like the activities you could have been involved in, the small school feel? Like when you say that, like what was it about it that was like, yeah, this is gonna be home?
It was like you could see like how close knit everyone was and how much of a family it was. And I was like, oh, there's so many different activities. And then there was like activities that you could do that even if you didn't live on campus, you could still do and be a part of. And I was like, well, I don't know if I want to live on campus or live off campus, so this might be a good fit for me.
Yeah, I love it. And now look at you.
I know.
What was it like day one when you first got here?
When I first got here, I was so scared.
Living in the dorms first year, or were you a commuter?
Actually, my first semester here, I was a commuter student.
Okay.
I was driving about 40 minutes to get here every day.
Yeah.
I was usually getting here around 6 a.m. and leaving around midnight. So I was kind of in a hectic schedule my first semester.
Yeah. And now look at you. Now vice president of SGA, heavily involved in everything. Did you ever foresee this kind of being you, like right now, essentially being the face of ASU-Beebe, heavily involved with SGA, admissions, all the preview days, and all the good work that admissions does? Like, did you ever think that this was going to be kind of the end goal? Or maybe not even the end, like we're not even close to the end yet for you, but what you want involved in?
I never thought I'd be a part of this. And if like you told me a year ago this is what I'd be doing, I probably think you were like joking with me, honestly.
So now a major, and you're in your last year.
Yep.
Finishing up this coming spring.
Yep.
Finishing up the spring with an animal science degree. What's the end? So what do you want to be? Not a veterinarian. That's a completely different degree path. But what do you want to do with this animal science degree?
So actually, he was right the first time. So
that's right. Oh, he let me go. Okay, great.
So I want to be a mixed practice vet.
Okay.
And I really want to put my specialty into livestock.
Cool.
But still be able to help with other small animals.
I love it. What's been the biggest thing that's felt like kind of stood out during your time here at ASU, you think?
So like I was saying, like the family, I think it's really funny. Like I could walk into the cafeteria and see Dr. Methvin and just go, hey, Dr. Methvin, and she'll run up to me and give me a nice little hug. And, I'll go somewhere and she's like, hey, how's your day going? Or, even running into you in the cafeteria. You're like, oh, there she is again.
I feel like people don't truly understand, like when I say, or like the family atmosphere that it truly is here. Because everyone will preach, or everyone says like, oh, it's a great family atmosphere. Like, I'm sure if you go other places like it is, that there ain't many colleges, and I feel like I say this on every podcast that we do or everybody we talk to, I would bet every dollar in my back pocket, there ain't another chancellor in the state, in the nation, that knows all these kids on a first name basis. Yeah. It really makes it, or even that, makes an effort to get to know you. And that's what makes this place so much special. And like you just said, we were just right before recording this, we were all having lunch, frying fish fries, doing everything about it. But all the professors are in there, all the colleagues, and just people all around the community. But I think you're right. It's just that family atmosphere of like you're going through this thing, and like between me, Gibbons, JG, Reagan, like you can name a slew of different.
Everyone knows everyone.
But we're all here to support you. We're here to support the kids, and I think that's what you hit the nail on the head as to like how truly special this place is. What's one of your favorite memories so far?
So one of my favorite memories is last semester. When I was thinking about changing my major, my friend, well, I guess I know him, Gus Harris was...
We shout people out on here. It ain't no big deal.
Gus Harris goes, hey, would you like to go take care of the chickens with me? And I went, I guess. Well, that turned into a once a week thing, to a 3 times a week thing, to I was doing it every single day with him, which then turned into Bailey Parker Crane going, hey, come on the side-by-side, let's go check this cow. Or let's go check this horse.
Yeah.
So my favorite memory is literally how Gus kind of helped me into the ag major.
I think far too often, and I'm sure we phrase that question to Gus, not necessarily the memory thing, but like, I won't say he got you out of your shell, but kind of welcomed you into the fraternity that is ASU-Beebe. But so many people, like, I think that's just the cool experience with it. Like,
Yeah.
and then now I'm sure you're doing it and kind of, in a way, mentoring this next round of freshmen that just got a million here. You brought up ag, and I feel like we've talked about this a lot, and you mentioned Bailey Crane. Who's someone that's made that biggest impact on you so far? And I feel like this could be, and I'm sure there's a lot of people. You mentioned Ryan Gibbons at the very beginning, kind of the person that really, truly first introduced the name ASU-Beebe to you. Reagan, who are some of those people that throughout your time, whether it's before you were a commuter student to now being a RA in the dorms and doing the SGA thing, who's some of those impact people?
I think some of the biggest people that made an impact on me was Zachary Tucker, Bailey Parker Crane, Ryan Gibbons, can't forget about him.
No.
Jennifer George, she was a great help when I first got started here, especially with Reagan Haley. And of course you, because you kind of were like, hey, let's go do this marketing thing. And I was like, yeah.
Good. I was trying to steer you in the direction to say, no, I'm just kidding. Trying to get there. No. No, it's
true.
One of the biggest things we wanted to get Skylar on here and discuss was ASU-Beebe Preview Days, and that is scattered out all throughout here in November, and then 2 other opportunities in the spring. You mentioned Ryan Gibbons being one of the first people that introduced ASU-Beebe to you. Before we dive into like what Preview Day is, Preview Day in itself is a good introduction for a lot of those people, and I know a lot of people, like, they hear ASU-Beebe, oh, it's not like the big 4-year colleges and things like that. What's the first thing when people get on campus, maybe for a preview day, whoa, like this is not what I expected it to be? Like, what was your first inclination when you first got on campus?
Mine was, whoa, this isn't as big as a lot of 4-year schools, but man, am I going to get lost.
Get lost? Really?
Yeah. I was so scared I was going to get lost.
That's crazy to think about. I've never, I guess I got lost probably my first time. It's been so long. I think, actually, matter of fact, I think my very first class, and we're filming here in the Vanguard One Stop, right across the street over at the University Center. That's where it was. Had a math class over there. November 10th will be the first preview day, February 18th, and then March 30th, a brand new one at our Searcy campus to talk about all the cool things over there with the trades and different industry classes, nursing, all the healthcare options over there. If someone's never heard of Preview Day, how would you describe Preview Day to a prospective freshman or even an adult learner that may be watching this?
Or
listening to this, I shouldn't say.
An exciting, jam-packed day. There's always a lot going on.
Yeah.
And you're going to probably be a little scared when you first walk in. Because you're meeting a bunch of new people, a bunch of new faces. But it is jam-packed with a lot of fun and a lot of new people to meet.
And you get to see pretty much everything. Versus, like, you guys give campus tours all the time. So, like, what can they expect differently maybe out of a campus tour other than, like, the campus tour thing? I mean, you get to have that more one-on-one conversation versus Preview Day. Like, every department, everybody that is something here on campus is represented, whether it be in the gym or throughout that tour.
Yeah, our gym is set up with all of our different departments, whether it be our arts and humanities, our math and science. And then we have all of our clubs out there as well. So SGA sets up a table, our ag club does, trio. Everyone is going to be there, whether it's a department or a club.
And it's a perfect opportunity. I mean, even if, like you said, just seeing ASU-Beebe for the first time, but if you're just dead set like me coming to ASU-Beebe, you get all of your application done here, financial aid, all the bells and whistles, and then you don't even have to worry about it anymore after that. I'm excited too, and I know you'll be heavily involved with it too. We'll be there. The Searcy one's going to be fun this year.
Oh, I'm excited for that one.
Getting to show off all the cool things with the trades and the different industries, the healthcare classes. Like, I mean, people know that I think we have 4 different campuses throughout the state, but like that one is producing probably the most students ready to go to work, like, instantly.
Yeah.
And I think, they're busting at the seams within the nursing program and then all the different classes there. So that'll be fun. ASU-Beebe, I'm going to put it, see if I can put it right down here, ASU-Beebe.edu/preview-days. And I think you got to get registered for that. Like I said, the first one is in November, and then 2 more opportunities in 2027 as we get ready to celebrate 100 years. How are you going to commemorate the 100-year anniversary? We've got a lot of cool things that I'm not going to share at the moment because there's just cool things coming this year. But like, I mean, how are you going to celebrate 100 years? Because you, like I said, you get to be a heavily part of this 100-year celebration.
So something that we kind of talked about was, so for the 250th anniversary of America, we did a time capsule.
Yep.
Well, we kind of want to do another one for our 100 years for ASU-Beebe.
There you go.
Do I know what we're going to put in there? No clue, honestly. But I think it's going to be really fun, just to see what we do for it.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a good year, and I know it's going to be a good year for you getting ready to wrap this thing up and graduate and walk across that stage. How has ASU-Beebe changed what you thought you wanted to do? Like when you first got here, did you want to do theater when you first got here?
So when I first got here, I was majoring in theater, and I wanted to be a theater teacher.
Okay.
Now I'm an animal science major trying to go to vet school. So a lot has changed.
Yeah.
A lot of people said I was in my shell when I first got here, and now I'm kind of...
Yeah, you're definitely not in your shell.
I'm not in the shell anymore, guys. Surprise!
But I think that's cool. Like, I mean, when I first got here, I had no idea what I wanted to do. There was a very short period of time to be a business major and then ended up in broadcasting. And I think what kind of led you to change your mind, or kind of, was it the people just kind of steering you in that right direction and just kind of digging, or just trying different things and seeing where you kind of found your passion?
So before I came here, I really wanted to go into animal science. I already I had my CNA, and I had also gone my pharmacy tech as well. So I thought healthcare was the way to go. And then I went into theater, and I was like, I love theater. I just don't know if it's what I want to do forever.
True.
I was like, I need to find what really keeps me going.
Yeah.
And so I talked to Gus Harris, and I was like, I don't want the answers to the world, but I want your advice.
Yep.
And so he was kind of like, well, let me kind of show you this. And then I talked to Lauren Cox, and she was like, well, here's my assignments for the day. And I was like, okay. And then I started talking to Bailey Parker Crane and Caroline Lester and Mr. Perkins as well. And they were like, here's what we teach in our class. Here's what you'd be learning. And I'm like, this is kind of a fun opportunity. I think this is what I want to do. And then kind of while I was still in theater classes, I would kind of sneak my way over to the farm and do some ag classes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, at least some assignments.
Yeah. But you found your passion.
Oh, I did.
And I think that's what the college experience is all about. I mean, yeah, you have your ideas, but then you really like dig into it. And now you're the living embodiment of it with that. Before we wrap up, fun little lightning round here to kind of get to know Skylar a little bit more. Favorite place on campus?
My favorite place on campus is our campus farm.
Why?
Why?
Because it's a farm?
Well, because it's a farm, but it's also a really calm environment. Right now we have the bulls out there, so it's not the calmest. But me and Gus, we would go out there and study a lot. And so we have like this little concrete pad out there that we used to study.
I love it.
And it's a really fun place to be.
Favorite food on campus from our calf?
Food?
Mind you, we're filming this on Fish Friday too.
Yeah. Well, no, it's fried Fridays.
Fridays.
It is fried Fridays.
Sorry.
And I do love our fried Fridays. Our fish is really good. And a good hush puppy with it and some French fries. Oh!
Favorite class you've taken?
Favorite class I've taken. This is probably going to give him a big head, but acting for musical theater with Ryan Chase Gibbons.
Ryan Chase Gibbons. Bless it. I've heard about that class.
It is a fun class, I will say. It scared me at first.
What'd you call it?
It's acting for musical theater.
Acting for music. So I don't think you were in there. I ended up going in there one time. Excuse me. What was it? Maybe it was that.
It was. You were in there.
Were you in that? Okay. Yeah. I think it was before I really got to know you, but when I ended up in there, we were filming something after your class was done, and like all of you guys are singing these big, like, not really karaoke, but I remember this older gentleman got up and he was training.
Keith.
Was it Keith? Okay.
Keith.
He was training for a karaoke contest.
Yes, he competes in the National Karaoke League.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a National Karaoke League.
Yeah, he went to nationals last year, and I think he was like runner-up or something like that.
That's crazy.
And the reason he took the class is because they were like, the reason you didn't score higher is because your singing is great, but you weren't acting it out. And so he took acting for musical theater at ASU-Beebe.
When's the next one for him?
I think it's sometime this fall.
We need to keep in touch on that.
Yeah.
But it was cool. Like I didn't really know what I was getting into, and then I think by the time I got there, you had already finished. I don't remember you saying.
Yeah.
But people were singing like Miranda Lambert's and just different things like that. It was crazy. This may tail together, but with the best class, favorite professor.
My favorite professor, my favorite professor has been Bailey Parker Crane.
Really?
Yeah. I've only had her for a little bit of a time, but our thinking process are like the same in a way. And so when we look at something, we're like, okay, this is how we have to get it done today.
Right.
This whole past week, I've been getting up at 7 a.m. to go check on the cows. And if you would have told me that a year ago, that I was getting up at 7 a.m.,
right.
No, because Gibbons made sure that my schedule was at 9 a.m. That was my first class. What do you mean I'm getting up at 7?
Okay, this answers this question. Early morning or late afternoon class?
Early morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You prefer, okay. The way you were phrasing that, I thought you were about to say, like, I need 10 a.m. classes or 11.
So I really do love my early morning classes.
Yeah.
But I'll stay up late too, because tonight I'm on duty, so I'll be up until 2 a.m.
Oh, I remember my duty days. I remember my RA days, that's for sure. Best piece of advice you've ever received as a college student?
The best piece of advice that I've learned was, even if you make mistakes, you can always just learn from them and try to do better next time.
That's good.
A
little philosopher over here.
I know.
I love it. What's one thing every freshman needs to know? Even if they're going to ASU-Beebe or elsewhere, what's something they need to know?
They should probably know that no matter where you go, there's probably a safe and open community for you, and you're going to be able to meet new people, make new friends, and it's not as scary as you think it is.
I love it. I love it. And it's not. I mean, it's the process to get to this point.
That's a little scary.
That's a little scary, especially all the financial aid paperwork and everything that goes into it. But once you get it done.
And I can tell you, after working in the One Stop, working in our admissions department, you see everything that goes behind the scenes with financial aid. It is not that scary. Just make sure to turn in all your work.
Well, yeah, that's and you could attest to this firsthand, that if people have questions, like there's a whole staff of people out here that are literally here to help you make this thing easier, and you being one of those included. So, well, Skylar, that wraps it up for this one. Best of luck this year, wrapping up your last school year, and I'm not going to shed a tear when you walk across that stage in
You better
May.
cry just a little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Like cry or like...
Can I have like one tear?
I'll see if I can work that in.
Okay, that'll do.
Skylar Acebedo, here's SGA Vice President, Animal Science major, and she is our episode 1 here of The Charge.